getting behind both sides as they go down by the canal end, and that's our cue to join our big match commentator for the afternoon. We say good afternoon to Ger Canning.
A very good afternoon to you one and all. Yes, 65,000 people are here this afternoon, and you could have got another 20-30,000 in if the capacity had been there. A wonderful spectacle on a wonderful afternoon. Strange little thought went through my mind just watching the Kildare team parade down in front of us here at the Hogan stand, looking at the number 14 Carol O'Dwyer replayed semi-final in Thurles yesterday afternoon. Let's hope this Bank of Ireland semi-final in football will be every bit as good. One change from the team that won the Munster final against Tipperary. It shows the return of Tralee's William Kirby, one of the stars of last September's All-Ireland success. He's had a rough test to hope to name an unchanged lineup this afternoon. Brian Murphy perhaps a little unlucky not to be included from the outset, but as we've now heard, Niall Buckley cannot start today, and it's Ken Doyle who comes in as his replacement. Dermot superintendent Michael Curley from Galway, and his linesman Brendan Gorman from Armagh, and Seamus the Dermot Early and McCreary. There's the man centre stage this afternoon, O'Dwyer, as the match gets underway. And it's Kerry who launched the first attack with Darragh O'Shea playing into the goal down at Hill 16, down where the Kildare fans are certainly there en masse. Maurice Fitzgerald attracting four men to him, a very astute pass ahead. Johnny Crowley had such a wonderful match in the Munster semi-final against Cork. Playing it back here towards Darragh Kineda. Man coming in here, and there's the first score put over the bar. That's a wonderful start. It's the midfielder, Donald Daly, with the first. The ball was played back from Johnny Crowley to Darragh Kineda. Look who was coming at the far post, and he fisted it over. So they're tearing into Kildare in the early moments of this match. A kick, however, that's gone into the crowd, but angling one across here towards Mike Frank this afternoon because of Kineda's playing some wonderful football. That's right in there, troubling the goalkeeper. Maurice Fitzgerald was down on top of him almost. Bidding to give Kerry their second point of the match. That's dropping left. It's the early stages, however. Towards Mike Frank Russell. Sauce Dowling going out to him. Good turn by Mike Frank. In towards Paul Lade. Lade getting it onto the left foot. Great block down. That's a wonderful block. And Kildare come out. Declan Kerrigan towards Glenn Ryan. Team captain. Good deep ball inside. Dropped down there, however, by Stephen Stack. It's 30 metres out. And it's the equaliser. First point apiece. A booming one. McCreary is up there after it. A wonderful catch. Donald Daly, who got the first point of the match, make towards Dermot Early. Dermot Jr., of course. Crossing the 45-metre line, showing pace. And the kick, a little wayward. And catch. Two men alongside him, Early and Kerrigan. Feeds it back to Flaherty. Great ball ahead towards Maurice Fitzgerald. Bounces away from him. Brian Lacey is back there doing the marking job. Very good positioning by Lynch. McCormick is near him. Here's Eddie. Inside towards Carol Dwyer. Marking him this afternoon is Eamon Fitzmaurice. Again they try to turn inside. Beautiful ball, Carol Dwyer against his native county. Kicking, and he scores. And Kildare go in front. That was a great point by Carol Dwyer. It was worked up very effectively towards Martin Lynch. And when the pass came to Carol O'Dwyer, he kicked with great assurance. Very captain. Three men on him. Still Moynihan. And there was a travelling violation, as it were. Too many steps taken. Had an excellent All-Ireland final and indeed league final last year. Donald Daly containing this, going by the other number 9, William McCreary. And the red at it. Maurice Fitzgerald taking the kick. It's a huge one in, and there were some men waiting inside on the small rectangle here last May, indeed against Laois. Darragh Kineda kicking with the outside of the boot, and he kicks it to the left. Won 4 All-Ireland medals himself, and now here he is with the Leinster champions. Looking for William Kirby again. Johnny Crowley popping up as a left half forward almost, and Kerry almost playing with two inside men. Not unexpectedly. In towards Mike Frank Russell. He's got his chance and he's put it over the bar. First real chance to impress, but a very clever piece of play by Kerry. Isolating the man inside, he was one-on-one on Seamus Dowling, and this beautiful pass inside was so effective, lengthy, gathered, collected well and finished beautifully. House. Again they go for the long ball inside towards Johnny Crowley, coming inside is Dara O'Kineda, and he's driven it over the bar. The sheer directness of Kerry's play, so positive, so effective, and they've gone in front again. Dara O'Kineda's first. Again the long ball down towards Johnny Crowley, broken down for the incoming man who was Dara O'Kineda. 3-3. This is where Buckley might well have taken the free from that left-hand side. And he's put it wide. Here's Carol Dwyer. Carroll going forward. Just goes away from goal. Not gone wide just yet. They had a man over who was Dara O'Kineda. The man on the 40 goes long again to Mike Frank Russell. Breaks it down to Johnny Crowley this time. The last time it was the other way around. This time it's Crowley who gets the score. The sheer direction of Kerry, however, is really paying dividends. The long punt inside by somebody like O'Kineda, usually towards Mike Frank Russell. Sauce Dowling is really going to have a torrid time this afternoon by all appearances. Parlayed. The intention was to link up with Maurice Fitzgerald, but again Brian Lacey does. Stephen Stack was a substitute in 1986 when Kerry won an All-Ireland against Tyrone, and Mick O'Dwyer was the manager. Just outside his own 45-metre line. Again, Kildare build around the half-back line with hand passing. John Finn coming forward, the shoulder from Seamus Moynihan, the other number 5. Declan Kerrigan. There's a slowness about Kildare's approach. Again, they'll try to work it in. This time they get a free kick. Anthony Rainbow opting to leave it for Declan Kerrigan. Parlayed showing the strains of the afternoon along with Anthony to help him. Here comes the man from Clane, going for the point. It's going left. It's fisted in by McCreary. Stopped on the goal line by Darragh O'Shea. Appealed by Martin Lynch. Referee says play on. Kerry do. And Tralee going long towards Johnny Crowley. Marking him as Ronan Quinn. Quinn from Leakslip. Was this near to that line? How close was it? Oh, it was very, very close. Kerrigan going through. Kildare looking to put just a point between the teams. Carol O'Dwyer outside towards Anthony Rainbow. Happy to let that up and down the line. The line ball for Rick Graven. Holding it up here brilliantly. This is Ken Doyle. Worked inside. Still Doyle. The man who's on Finn. Had a go earlier in the game here. Going right through. And he puts it over the bar. John Finn then, ensuring that there's just the minimum between the teams. Kerry still lead, but that point has made it 4 points to 3. This is how he took that ball, worked his way inside, wormed his way away from the challenges, and a very good kick. Here's Martin Lynch. Fisting it inside here towards Graven, hoping to take a return ball. Fitzgerald. This time he can't hold it. However, Lynch has come short for it. Willie McCreary's making a run into the centre. McCormack's available as well. Still Lynch. Here's McCreary. They're trying to get their 4th point. It's nobody marking Dara O'Kineda. Glenn Ryan opting to stay back, and now it's Anthony Rainbow who's gone closest to him. It's punted in towards Maurice Fitzgerald, looking for his first score of the game. Ronan Quinn trying to get it out. Johnny Crowley has it. Considering the pass, considering the kick himself, in the end William Kirby has a goal, stopped on the line by good at playing that ball around in there. Here's Parlayed, slipping inappropriately, trying to get it back as far as Mike Frank. Now Dara O'Kineda. towards Johnny Crowley, but it's a as they get through here with Graven trying to keep it away. Martin Lynch. Carol Dwyer calling for it. Martin Lynch going for it, looking for the equaliser, but he's put it to the right. Ken Doyle coming forward. Good delivery towards Martin Lynch. That's a great ball. This should be it, and it's the equaliser. Martin Lynch's first point. Everybody in the full forward line has now scored, and they are level now for the third time. It was a great movement. Ken Doyle set off here. A great diagonal run across by Martin Lynch, dragging Barry O'Shea out of position, and a wonderful finish. It's a long, long time since Kildare. Kicking into the fans up on Hill 16. And he's missed it somewhat. Didn't connect up here with Eddie McCormack. Drilling it inside there towards Martin Lynch, playing centrally. Back to Carol O'Dwyer, playing around 40 metres out. But an illegal hand pass the last year's championship. Here's Johnny Crowley. Back once again. Donald Daly. High up into the air. Not much of a chance for anybody from Liam O'Flaherty. Coming forward early, this well. Anthony Rainbow. Knocked ahead here towards Carol O'Dwyer. He's playing well away from the Kerry goal. Inside towards Martin Lynch. Scramble ball. McCreary coming after it. Inside here towards William Kirby. Oops. He's had 3 frees so far, hasn't scored from any of them. Usually most assured. Gives it everything. It comes off the post this time. Still out of luck. Great ball inside. Dermot Early stayed forward, thinking he might get something, and he may yet. Breen in there to challenge, trying to stymie him. Still Dermot Early working his way in, but he's taken too many steps about it, and the referee says free out. Go. The corner forwards are playing back. Raven to hit this. Hoping to dent the champion's ambitions. He's kicked it well between the posts. His second point of the day. Kildare have gone back in front. A chance. Daly. Hand passing to William Kirby. Looking around. Mike Frank Russell makes the quick run to take it away from Sauce Dowling. And the youngster trying to test his pace now. Here's Palade. Booting one in there. And Morris got up between Glenn Ryan and Christy Byrne, and it was almost intercepted. It was that close. There have played against the wind. Maurice Fitzgerald, the superstar of Gaelic football. Footballer 5, Kerry 4.
Yeah, after the first 6 or 7 minutes, it took us 5 minutes to get into their half the field. We've near enough taken whatever chances we've created, so we're happy enough. It took us a while to settle around the middle of the field.
Considering your style of play, it probably suits you to play against the breeze.
Yeah, we tend to carry the ball a little bit, but I would be a little bit critical of our reluctance to kick it longer there, and even in the first half against it. So we'll be looking to get it in that bit faster in the second half.
So can we expect
to play against some of his former teammates in Kerry as well, and he had a lot to prove. And his first point there, he got the ball out the field first of all and gave it back then. But typical of Kildare, they're running all over the place. Maybe the short passing doesn't look great. Carlo Dwyer pulls it back, and again Kerry backs a little bit rash in making challenges there and gives him a bit of room. You know, he pulls back inside. Palade was the first player who ran straight by him instead of
a goal really and took his point. But we can see an example of that coming up there. Kick out by Christy Byrne in around midfield, and that's an example of Darragh O'Shea winning a good ball. Liam Flaherty, he was coming out a little further today than what he normally is. A direct ball in, broken down by John Crowley in for Darragh O'Shea, and he could have taken his point, but I suppose a sensible thing.
Wind down a point. Our ball is going in too long, it is going in too slow and too high. We haven't getting the inside from as much chance. We're not putting in the ball as well as we'd like to put it in. First thing we have to do is to rectify that anyway, and putting the ball better into the forwards. There's no change.
Hospital, happy to see his side ahead by 5 points to 4. So the second half gets underway, and it's Willie McCreary getting that ball downfield, down to Martin Lynch. Here's Ken Doyle. Picked up. Referee says play on. He saw the bit of dragging. Eddie McCormack coming steaming in here, and he's put it over the bar in spite of the fact there was an incident just to his right. Martin Lynch involved in it. Watch there. Little altercation out of shot there. Really now putting it up to the reigning All-Ireland champions Kerry. Seamus Moynihan. Great campaigner, great competitor as well. Low inside towards Johnny Crowley. They tried to improve the quality. Holding it up still. Glenn Ryan, the latest one to get in a challenge. A bit of a block on it. Donald Daly kicking it in towards Mike Frank Russell. Runs on there towards William Kirby. Challenged. Gets it back to Johnny Crowley. Turning into the challenge of Ronan Quinn. Again towards Donald Daly. And that time, well, Ryan's available. Coming like a train through the centre. Going long. It's a great ball down towards Martin Lynch. Getting away from his man. Barry O'Shea getting back. Is allowed to do so in towards Johnny Crowley. It bounces back off him towards the sideline. Parlayed. Suddenly a bit more urgency from the champions, trailing by 2 points. Mike Frank Russell back to Johnny Crowley, looking for their first point in the second half. Belting it to the right. It's John Phil who gets the breaking ball. Again they go long. This time it's fisted away by Barry O'Shea. Settling in better in the second half. Ken Doyle for Martin Lynch. Down where he set in the pass for Brian Murphy in the Meath game, but this time Doyle inside towards the man inside there, Martin Lynch, who was pushed in the back by Barry O'Shea. Declan O'Keefe poised just in case he drops it short. He'll surely wallop this one over the bar, and that he does. He's got 3, and Kildare and Mick O'Dwyer lead by 3 against his native county. Thundering his way forward, again direct play this time around with the breeze. Brosnan. Eddie McCormack kicking. Declan O'Keefe rather, just making sure that it doesn't come too near the Kerry, then lost his place. It's Carol O'Dwyer who's come to take in Kildare. It's a well-hit kick, straight over the bar. A wonderful point from the 45 by Carol O'Dwyer. Very much to see their side lead the champions by double scores. Taken by the centre half back and captain. It's a great ball by Glenn Ryan. On to McCormack. A wonderful kick goes sailing between the posts and over. A second by Eddie McCormack. The Leinster champions are having a wonderful outing here at Croke Park. Well, there were banners in Kildare town which read, "Paulie, you might as well leave the cup here. Save yourself the bother of going to Croker." Plenty of time left, however, to work his way inside. Leaving it off nicely there towards Donald Daly. Man who got the first point of the match. To Mike Frank Russell. Now they need his towards Liam Brosnan. Again trying to take on Willie McCreary. Good ball carrying by the number 21. He goes down. They get a free. They really need him to turn it on. And they need this on target. And it is. Nearly 13 minutes are gone in the second half, and Maurice Fitzgerald has got his first score. Some positions, a lovely ball downfield. Lynch back to Porrick Graven. Hit ambitiously, but really badly misdirected, and Darragh O'Shea wisely leaves. It's Darragh Kineda. The champions now will want to come strongly in this second half. That's a fine kick, and it's gone over the bar. And the scorer is Darragh Kineda from Onghrailtocht. Kerry fans a little happier. They've now got themselves 2 points in the second half of the trying to go by Moynihan. Down he goes, foul, the referee said. O'Dwyer kicking from the hands, getting across the ball and putting it over. Carol O'Dwyer has kicked 3 points for his adopted county. 1 from play, 2 fair back to the Kerry captain. They try to get within 3 points again of the challengers from Kildare. Glenn, good ball across, dangerous. 2 Kerry men there. Johnny Crowley kicking, and it's a goal! Absolute joy for Kerry. Crowley getting in. 17 minutes into the second half. Now it's the turn of the Kerry fans to feel a bit of relief. This was the movement. Darragh Kineda kicking it inside there. Couple of men waiting for it. Picked up by Johnny Crowley, and he blasts it into the back of the net. A great pass across. It was always dangerous. Ronan Quinn always in trouble, and Christy Byrne was well beaten. For Kildare, He's held as a free in, and it should be as good as a out. It should be Kildare's 11th point, and it is. Belting it down towards Martin Lynch. It runs all the way in, and the keeper does well. It bounced awkward to Brosnan. Inside towards Johnny Crowley. Crowley up towards Frank Russell. He's pushed in the back, out over the sideline by Davy Dalton. Free kick quickly taken in towards Maurice Fitzgerald. 13 metres out from goal. Mick O'Dwyer has seen it all over the years. Another couple of players lying on the ground. Just a little clash, however, nothing nasty. Maurice Fitzgerald's made a wonderful catch. Here he comes. Now they need him, and he's put it over the bar. At last he begins to play. This is where the St. Mary's man showed determination, craft and skill. A great point. Full forward position, inside towards Maurice Fitzgerald. Better quality ball in there to try and tee the match. Inside to Rainbow, now Glenn Ryan. Tremendous energy being expended by players in both teams. Great skill as well. Inside towards Martin Lynch. Terrific second half as Lynch off balance kicks and scores! Martin Lynch with his second point. The fans are very relieved and pleased. Looked of some swift passing downfield to Martin Lynch, onto the left boot, and over it went. And they're attacking again. Anthony Early, and this one has been kicked away to the left. Dermot Early, 1.5 minutes. Maurice Fitzgerald racing, but he's here against Stephen Stack. Back to Carol O'Dwyer. And O'Dwyer is Doric Brennan, the new man in to take over the free-taking duties as well. Kicking it with his left, accurately so. First touch, and he pushes his side firmly ahead. Good block by Glenn Ryan. And out they come, and they try to take it away there through Eddie McCormack. Stack is his marker, directly in as far as Martin Lynch. Good transfer, good 1-2 football. McCreary's totally unmarked. He spots him eventually, but they get a man back. McCreary loses his way, and it's Liam O'Flaherty pass because he's headed straight to Ken Doyle. 47 metres out, that's the line. He's already got 3 points in the match, 2 points from 2 frees. High, but to the left. Doric Brennan trying to turn inside Stephen Stack, laying it off to Eddie McCormack, trying to round Eamon Breen. He's given it away to Donald Daly, however. How they could do with this one. It's curling, still moving its way in, and it's ended up in the back of the net. But the referee says, hang on a while, he's going in to check with his umpire. It was a really dangerous ball pumped in by Maurice Fitzgerald. No flag has been risen so far. The referee checking with both umpires. No indication of a flag today. The big question, were they in the square? Was there a foul? Was there a push? This is a key decision, and the referee, I think, is disallowing it. The crossing of the sticks doesn't count. And Darragh Kinnaird will really have to try and tie him up. It's a huge ball inside, beyond Brennan, however, and Gerald. Lovely pass ahead this time to Darragh Kinnaird. They need to eat into the lead. There are only 4 minutes left. But Kinnair's kick has gone to the right. It's gone inside to Ken Doyle. Beyond Flaherty, nicely inside towards Brennan. The new man who's come into the game kicks, but kicks towards the right. Go. Maurice Fitzgerald to try and kick another. Safely over the bar. 3 points for Maurice Fitzgerald. It's 13 age, and for Kerry, hoping, wondering, and probably praying as well. But it's taken by Dermot Early. He's in place. Anthony Rainbow from the wonderfully named Suncroft Club, kicking it deep. There's nobody there from Kildare. William McCreary goes by. Moynihan next into challenge. Flaherty dispossesses him. Marking in on the man. It's a free kick. Mike Frank ready to play on, but they've got a free kick. Just a point between them. And now it's a question of how much time remains. Maurice Fitzgerald has kicked 4 points this afternoon. 1 point separating the teams. how much time is referee Michael Curley from Galway? Paulie watches, that's all he can do. Kerry holding it up, frustrating. Kerry's days as champions and holders of